I am invincible! You are nothing before the staff of origination!
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Neonangel, and today we're going to be facing the first boss in the Hall of Explorers. This is Skelesaurus Hex. His special power is Ancient Power. It costs him 0. It's on auto cast at the start of his turn, and he's going to draw a random card, and that card costs 0. So it could be pretty much anything, and I've had him draw some amazing things that he gets out pretty quick. Special cards that he uses are Devil Saur and also Tail Swipe, which we've seen in other fights before. And that's as much as he has in the way of special cards. But with his special power, the ability to get any card and have it cost 0 is pretty amazing. So that's the main thing for him. What I used against him is a mill deck, and I made a couple of changes. With Boomsday Project, one of the new cards that I was able to add was the Lab Recruiter, and that helps a whole lot. Most important cards for this deck are going to be Cold Light Oracle, and that's what you use to kill him with fatigue damage. Also Gang Up and Lab Recruiter, because those last two are going to allow you to put tons of Cold Light Oracles into your deck, and that's what's going to allow you to kill him. So let's go ahead and get started here and see how we do. Probably the most important card is Cold Light Oracle. So if you can get that on the draw, that's great. You certainly want to see that pretty soon. Secondary cards to look out for are going to be your Gang Up or Lab Recruiter, also Shadow Step. If you get those early along with the Cold Light Oracle, that's great, because then you can just dig deeper into your deck and be able to sit up everything. And don't be afraid to go ahead and put out the Doomsayer pretty early, even if there's only, just a couple of minions like this on the board. Just so long as you have, he doesn't have something out there that can just outright kill it. Because if he does, he will kill it. He won't leave it there. I don't know why he went ahead and cast another minion there. Usually he'll go ahead and not cast anything and attack and pass the turn. Of course, he would get Dirty Rat and take my Cold Light Oracle. Luckily, I'm going to be able to get it back here in a second. At least I'm able to use the Gang Ups and go ahead and start pouring more of them into my deck. Now, I've got Bran Bronzebeard in here. He's great. I mean, he's not absolutely crucial to have. You don't need him to be able to kill Skelesaurus Hex here, but it just makes it that much easier, because you'll be able to, instead of just drawing 2 cards each time you cast the Oracle, you'll draw 4 cards. So it'll get you there much faster. Also, a cool thing with Bran is if you get the Lab Recruiter out there, then you end up putting 6 copies of the Cold Light Oracle into your deck, which is amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and attack right here because I know he's got all of his secrets out there. So I know one of them's a snake trap, and that's going to be that much more minions that he gets back into his hand when I do vanish here. I won't be able to quite do everything that I want to do here, but I'll be able to get started at least. And with the Novice Engineer here, at least I'm drawing 2 cards as well. Now, this next turn here is where it's really going to start getting fun. So there's the Vanish, but I can't cast it yet.
If you're sure.
Here we go.
Yeah, history. Job done.
Now I'm also getting to the point where I'm going to start filling my hand up quite a bit. So I have to think about what I want to bounce back to my hand. Don't really care about getting the Cold Light Oracles back at this point because I have a ton of them in my deck and also several that are in my hand already.
I want you, and you, and you.
Take a walk on the wild side.
That's always annoying whenever he plays King Mukla and you get the bananas in your hand. See, he burned a Shadow Step. That's not terrible, though. I mean, I've got enough to be able to kill him anyway, so it'll be okay.
Step right up.
I'm actually going to go ahead and be killing some things here so I don't fill up my hand completely. I don't really need all the additional Cold Light Oracles.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
I hope you like my invention.
My hand is too full. Take a walk on the wild side.
Now at this point he's out of cards, so every time I make him draw it's going to deal increasing damage to him. And next turn I'm going to be able to make him draw, let's see, at least 12 cards. It'll be enough damage to kill him. This is going to run myself out of cards too, so you sort of have to watch your own health at the very end. Make sure that you aren't doing so much damage that you're going to fatigue yourself to death as well. But that is going to be win number 1. And like I usually do here, I'm going to go ahead and play through until I've won 5 games for you. So sit back and relax. And that is going to be win number 2. He's got a pretty strong start right now. I'm just hoping that he doesn't kill Bran. Well, and he did, unfortunately. I was hoping at least he would stay on the board. But I did draw exactly what I needed there because I had the prep and drew the vanish. So that worked out perfectly. It's still going to be tight here, but we'll see if I can pull it out. So I'm able to survive a little bit longer. Got all the taunts out there. That's going to hold him off for a little while. Hopefully long enough for me to draw everything else that I need here. I don't have Bran anymore because he killed him. But like I mentioned in the beginning, you don't absolutely have to have him. It just makes it a lot easier. But I've drawn more Cold Light Oracles here, so it's looking pretty good. Now, if he has a tail swipe, oh, no, because killed him on the draw. So that worked out perfectly. I was going to say if he had a tail swipe, I was going to be dead. But it didn't matter because he killed himself on the draw. You got to remember to take that into account. That was a really fast start by him, and unfortunately there's not much I can do about it here. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. And he's getting a really fast start again here. But Doomsayer for the win right there. Because that certainly saved me a lot of damage. And that worked out perfectly. Wow, this is cutting it really close here. Really close, but I was able to pull that one out. Him getting the rush poison minion was pretty tough for me. Little too close for comfort. There's pretty much no hope for him this time around, I don't think. Because I have like a deck full of Cold Light Oracles this time. Now again, unfortunately he killed Bran, but I don't think it's going to matter. And I could have went ahead and just played another Oracle there. But he was going to die on the draw anyway. So anyway, that's how you beat Skelesaurus Hex. It's a really fun mill deck. If you haven't played those before, they're a lot of fun. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope it's given you some good ideas to use on your own. Anyway, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for joining me.